Hello and good morning. Holly Shields here live from Kalkine studio in Sydney, and you're watching the early trades. The S&P ASX 200 is flat during the early trade as a 0.9% gain for the materials sector has been offset by a 1% fall in the tech space. Rising iron ore prices have sent mining giants BHP, Rio Tinto and Fortescue all higher during the early hours, with alumina up 4.1%. In the tech sector, Afterpay is down 2.4% and Computershare has been given back 1.9%. The worst performer on the benchmark index is Ansell, down a staggering 3.4%. Westpac as well, the banking major, is down 0.6% after warning of a $1.3 billion hit to its 2021 earnings. The Australian share market briefly skidded 70 points yesterday before trimming its fall of 0.28%. The energy sector was probably the best performer, but crude and gas prices have reached a level where they've become a headwind for the broad market. Moving on Wall Street, the Dow Jones fell 0.3% and the S&P 500, slipped 0.2%, while the Nasdaq traded flat. Asian market sentiment is expected to be impacted by the news that the beleaguered Chinese property developer Evergrande may miss its third round of bond payments in as many weeks. Looking at the currency side now, and the yen weakened 1.02% against the greenback as the dollar index rose 0.238%, while a stronger dollar pushed the euro down 0.14%. And moving on, oil prices rose to multi-year highs amid a rebound in demand globally and cutback in supplies. Brent crude rose 1.5% after climbing as high as $84.60, its highest since October of 2018. And West Texas Intermediate crude also added 1.5%. With the rise in oil prices, there are expectations that the major central banks will tighten monetary policy sooner rather than later, lifting the dollar to a near 3-year peak against the Japanese yen. Gold prices fell as a stronger dollar offset any inflation-driven gains, and spot gold was down 0.2%, while US gold futures fell 1.5% similarly. Meanwhile, prices of iron ore surged, driven by supply concerns. Dalian iron ore ended 6.5% higher to its loftiest price since the 1st of September. And Bitcoin receded a touch, but was still up a solid 4.4%. Now for a look at the newsmakers grabbing headlines, and Westpac has warned its second half profit will take a $1.3 billion hit due to a $965 million write-down across its institutional bank. The costs are related to goodwill, capitalized software, and other asset impairments. Now, before we look at other important newsmakers, it's time for a short break, but stay with us because I'll be right back on the other side with more trending updates. Tune in to stay updated while on the move.
We will tell you where the crypto craze has reached,
where the property market is headed next,
what the world is doing to become more environmentally friendly.
Apart from tracking the daily market charter.
Be on top of the latest news and announcements
with Kalkine TV. Welcome back. Holly here, live from Sydney. Let's have a look at some more newsmakers making headlines today. Well, Telstra said it expects capex between $2.8 and $3 billion over the year. The company's shares are up 38.5% over the past year and last closed at $3.85. Plus, biotech company CSL boss Paul Perrault has told its annual general meeting it still expects to post financial year 22 profit between $2.15 billion and $2.25 billion US dollars. CSL shares were down 3.1% over the past 12 months. And gold miner Newcrest reported 4 possible new gold and copper projects offer prospects of an internal rate of return of 16% or higher. It said these new projects could be helping it lift copper production 37% over the long term. And meanwhile, Australia is preparing to launch its new low-cost domestic airline Bonza in early 2022 amid expectations of a boom in air travel post-COVID. The firm is currently in discussions with over 40 airports to gauge preliminary interest. And now to some more important announcements before we wrap up. Well, NAB Business September survey will be released today, along with the New Zealand net migration for August, credit card spending for September, Eurozone October, CEW expectations, and the UK August ILO unemployment rate. Well, with that said, that is all for now on the early morning trades, but stay tuned to Kalkine TV because we have many more shows lined up for you today. This is Holly Shields signing off.